Hey guys, Quinn Redeker, Police Motor Training. So, this few minutes I have with you, I wanted to talk about tire pressures. A lot of people ask me at competitions, hey, what pressures are you running? Or the course goes from cold to hot, and people want to know how significant a change, if any, I've made to the tire pressures. And in short, I don't really change my tire pressures from OEM. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, like, oh, he's the brand ambassador for BMW, so it's probably a liability thing. They want him to say that. Well, no, the reality is this. If you look at police motor competition, what are we doing? We're taking big, heavy bikes and we're throwing them around, right? Well, as I reduce tire pressure, yes, I get a bigger contact patch, which theoretically should be giving me more traction, and practically it will. But the problem is, it becomes a trade between getting more traction and slowing down this bike's ability to change direction. The steering gets heavier, the flop gets slower, and then ultimately the stopwatch punishes me for having a bike that I just can't maneuver around. And you take some of these events that are, 4 days, and after 4 days of throwing this bike around, it's exhausting. So I will take a faster maneuvering motorcycle in exchange for a little bit of loss of traction. Do I drop pressures a little bit when I'm competing, depending on if it's greasy? Sure. I'll drop 5 psi maybe. I'll play around with it. But I used to do, when I first started doing these competitions, I used to go like 20 psi in the front, 20 psi in the rear, like crazy. And it made the bike just so heavy and hard to maneuver. So I don't do that anymore. And if it's really grippy, I might actually put 45 in the front. And you might say, that's crazy. Well, yes, it's crazy. But again, what's the purpose? It's to get this bike to go through a cone pattern as quickly as possible. And if I can get really, really good traction at 45 psi, then what it also means is the bike's lighter on its feet for me. So, in short, plus or minus 5 psi from OEM, depending on if it's extra grippy or if it's slick. And that's about it. All right, you have a great day. I'm going to keep practicing here, figure this out.